Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got some new information and it's possibly regarding the Superman 2025 trailer. So without further ado, let's get into it and go. So essentially, Superman 2025 test trailer footage pretty much went out, and essentially this is coming from the YouTube channel. If you don't know, Mr. H Reviews, and he's really reliable on all of the test footages and behind the scenes of certain projects, and it shows in his past work. Essentially, there was a company called Opinions, and it's a marketing agency, and they were working for Warner Brothers, and essentially they were showed this trailer along with some people in that group who went on to report this. John Williams' music, classic Superman music, was the music for this and most of the trailer, and it was a very uplifting tone that gave it a very like happy vibe, no Zack Snyder like. Superman essentially crashing into the Arctic snow is how the trailer starts off, in a damaged suit. As he hits the ground, Lex Luthor steps out of a helicopter. This Lex is very bold and comes off the same way as James McAvoy's Professor X did, smugness and a hint of cockiness. There's a scene with the Green Lantern, and he's flipping a tank with his ring. The tank is flipped straight upwards, and obviously that's the Guy Gardner's Green Lantern iteration. Then we cut to a woman on the 30th floor of a building taking a selfie, and it's very Gen Z reminiscent as she is behind taking a picture with somebody who's shooting lasers out of their hands. Very weird. I personally don't know who it is. I'm a decently sized DC fan, but it's not like Marvel to me, if we're being real. We then see a scene of Superman, and he's flying fast, and he gets in front of a child as the kid is then engulfed in an explosion, but Superman obviously saves it. Then there's a mid-air battle with Superman holding back the flaming breath of a kaiju. Yes, you heard that, a kaiju, a giant fire-breathing monster, and apparently it's amazing. Once again, this entire trailer is very minimal CGI with a lot of ropes and wires being shown as well, so take it as you will. Lois Lane and a coworker are talking about Superman, and it's very cringy. The coworker is very Valley Girl-like as she's jumping up and down and super excited to be hearing about Superman. However, the actress who's playing Lois Lane says to come off very Lois Lane-esque, and it seems perfect just like in the comics and in the animated show. We then see Lois and Superman together rising into the air, kind of like Superman Returns-esque as they go into the sky, and we do see the wires, and in the background it's very, obviously non-CGI. To me, I think that's perfect, and it's a cool reminiscence of many of the other Superman films, obviously from Man of Steel, obviously from the Justice League when Superman picks up Lois and they fly off, obviously from the animated show, once again Superman Returns, and much, much more. We then get, which I cannot wait to see, is Lex Luthor, and he sees through his building Superman flying by as it's a fast, quick look as Superman looks towards the building. From what I'm hearing, we also then get a ton of overhead shots of the city, obviously Metropolis, and we get to see the Daily Planet, which we've already seen a lot of that in the backgrounds and the behind the scenes. Then, what seems to be the best part of the trailer, we see Superman screaming while being held back by unfinished CGI robots. If you don't know, he does build robots, and they end up taking over the Fortress of Solitude, where they take care of it and keep it up to date for Superman. I would love to think maybe he's on the table and they're taking out maybe Kryptonite, or maybe when Ultraman fights him, he found out another weakness or something along those lines, where he's screaming in pain and he's kind of like on an operating table. Would love to see it. And last but not least, I do want to mention that Krypto the Superdog was not seen, but once again, very little CGI in these trailers, bunch of ropes and wires and all that stuff, and so he could possibly be in the trailer, but we're going to have to wait till the finished project to see what happens. Obviously, Superman comes out next year, 2025 summer. Hopefully, we'll begin the trailer beginning of next year. Let me know what you guys thought. Are you guys super excited for Superman to come out? And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one.